In December 1900, a ship approached the remote Flannan Isles, west of Scotland, to deliver supplies and relieve the lighthouse crew stationed there. But as the boat drew near, something was wrong. The lighthouse was dark, no flag, no welcome, no signs of life. Inside, 3 men were supposed to be on duty, but the tower was completely empty. 3 men had vanished, without a trace, and over a century later no one knows what happened. The Flannan Isles lighthouse was manned by 3 keepers, Thomas Marshall, James Decat, and Donald MacArthur. On December 26, 1900, the relief vessel Hesperus arrived to rotate the crew. They noticed strange silence. The flag was missing. No one greeted them. The landing area was untouched. When the captain and crew entered the lighthouse, what they found was eerie. The clock had stopped. The fire in the hearth was cold. Whaleskin's heavy coats were missing for 2 of the men. 1 coat remained, as if someone had left in a hurry. The last log entry was dated December 15th, the date of the supposed disappearance. The final lines read, "Severe winds, the likes of which I have never seen. Decat is quiet. MacArthur is crying. God is over all." But here's the thing, there were no storms reported in the area on that date. The official investigation was rushed and vague. Authorities blamed a storm. They said the men were swept away while securing equipment on the west landing. But that doesn't explain several things. Why were there no signs of struggle, blood, or damage? Why did 1 man leave without his coat in the freezing wind? Why was the door shut from the inside? Why was the logbook so unnervingly emotional? Locals began to speculate. Rumors spread. Ghosts, sea creatures, a passing ship that took them. One story even claimed a 4th unknown man was spotted on the island shortly before the disappearance, but no evidence ever proved any theory. Some details still haunt researchers today. The clock stopping may indicate electromagnetic interference. The sheer fear in the logs does not match trained, experienced men. Nearby islands reported strange lights in the sky the night before. 1 passing vessel swore they saw the lighthouse suddenly go dark hours before the disappearance should have happened. In later decades, retired lighthouse keepers admitted Flannan was always different. They said they often heard whispers in the fog, sometimes saw shadows along the cliffs when no one else was there. To this day, the fate of the Flannan Isles keepers remains one of the oldest unsolved disappearances in maritime history. 3 men, experienced and reliable, disappeared in a fully functional lighthouse with no signs of escape, no distress signals, and no return. The official cause, accidental drowning due to storm. But the sea was calm, the gear was intact, and the final entry read, "God is over all." Maybe something did take them, something we still don't understand, because when the wind howls through the cliffs of the Flannan Isles, some say you can still hear voices calling out from the tower that never answered again.